resolution. The average coupon is 4.84%. And this is on the existing. Now, the 4.8 is what's remaining in the bonds. If you put in what we've paid before already on these bonds, it's actually, it brings that number down lower. But we're paying 4.8 on those.
I myself think that'd be a good idea, because the newsletters I get are saying that in June it's gonna start popping out.
So take advantage of it before then.
Yep.
Like I said, I don't normally think much of doing these. We had an opportunity last year with a couple of other bonds, and it wasn't Mike, it was another company. By the time he got done telling me how they would pull this thing off, I just started laughing at him and hung up the phone, because it was, if I can't understand it, not that I'm the smartest guy in the world when it comes to this stuff, but doing it via gymnastics just doesn't make any sense. If it's a clear cut, fairly easy to understand in the bond world, which can be difficult. I did have a question, and Councilmember Bunky asked me again today as well about, we have the $6,000 the debt limit, and would this cause it to go over? And Mike's analysis that it won't, and if it got close, he has a way of selling the bond so that it wouldn't go over that 6,000. But remember, the principal stays the same. It's just the interest rates are going to be dropping.
But so is this common? I thought our bonds were flat rate. This one seems to keep ratcheting up as we go.
No, most bonds are like that. They're not flat. You have to pay more for them to take a longer term.
Okay, so what we've seen in the past is an average, basically.
Right. Yeah, you almost always see the average.
Okay.
But because we wanted to show you what the true numbers look like for each coupon.
I think it'd be a good idea. I just got done refinancing one for $170,000, and over the period I got up to pay, it'll save me about $35,000 in interest. That's quite a bit.
That is.
I think we all like Mike's work he does for the city.
Yeah.
It's a good recommendation from him, and Steve and Mike are on board. I say we proceed.
Did you have any thoughts, Kathy? Mike still says, I mean, the real savings is 263,000.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
62 in that paragraph.
Because I kept saying it's 200,000, and he's like, no, it's 260. I said, well, come on, it'll be somewhere in between those two numbers. But that's, over the life of these bonds, that saves our taxpayers.
Looks like you can see it in a yearly too on the gross, 20,000, 17,000, 19,000. That's money that can stick into the streets or something.
Right. And he has, his numbers are based upon the bond rating that we have as a city right now. So we will go through a bond rating analysis with S&P. That's where that $10,000 cost will be. That even if we don't sell the bonds, we'll still have that cost. But if we get bumped up a grade because we got that FEMA money, if they bump us up, then that number, the savings will be even higher, because our rate will be lower.
So, are you expecting it to go up to A plus?
I think we're
Right now it's A.
A minus.
A minus?
Like we're A
That's what it said,
minus.
A in here.
We're just an A.
Oh, we're just an A?
I think it-
Yeah, then we would go up to A plus, single A.
What is the coupon part of this charge?
That's each individual bond, is what they call the coupon. Just like, they have to take the bond and they divide it up into smaller chunks to sell. That's why you have the different rates,
Oh.
coupon rates.
So the, up to 5.1,
Mhm.
that would all be eliminated if you can get it sold for 2.7?
The average would be 2.7, right now the average is 4.8. So we still may have bonds that are, they probably wouldn't be 5.1, but they might be 4.9 or something like that.
Okay.
Because it's hard to find an investor who will hold that note for 20 years or 30 years unless you gotta pay them that kind of a rate. That's the return that they're looking for, to hold on to it, tie it up that long.
So his report is based on our current rating of May.
Yes. And it's really hard to tell whether they'll upgrade us or not, but he thinks it's worth a shot, and he's generally been spot on with those.
I make a motion, do we need a motion?
Yes, for the triggering resolution.
Yeah, option one, Roger?
I make a motion on, yeah, I read that, where do I see that option?
On the front page. Right there. There you go.
Option
Yeah.
one.
I make a motion, we adopt the triggering resolution and allow the sale of bond if, when the savings of at least 20,000 are realized.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Colvin and second by Mr. Hansi. Any other questions?
Wouldn't even really be necessary then for one to come down.
Probably after the sale, we'll have them report what happened.
So it would take about a month, maybe 2 months, transition period or so to speak.
It should take a month to go through the rating, because you have to do a ratings call and send them a whole bunch of information, answer their questions, and then they do a report. And then, all the legal and everything else will be done at the same time to get ready for the sale.
So we've made 4 payments so far, Kathy, on that bond, on that 2009 bond?
I don't know, I'd have to look, because there was some of these where, we didn't have principal the first year, we had just interest.
Yeah, they were backloaded, yeah.
I'm not sure, I don't know if he's got the current schedule on here?
No,
No.
he has it going forward.
Yeah.
I looked in the minutes, and it looked like there was a payment in 10. That would have been the first payment, would have been 10. Because
So 10, 11, 12, 13,
and
we
14.
made payment, and 14, 5 payments.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. 17, February 1st, 2017 would be the first callable date.
Correct.
This year was the fourth payment of 20. We made 4 payments.
Okay.
So that's approximately 13,500 a year savings?
Yeah,
Approximately.
it floats.
Like you said on
Are
the
there-
page there, 20,000, 17, 19.
Are there any other advantages to
Where?
doing this callable, or doing this rate analysis now? And are we, Kathy, is our fund balances and everything, is our financial condition such that you feel confident that we might get the plus?